class. The AI platform that I decided to do for assignment number one is Krea AI. Krea AI is a platform that is designed as a one-stop shop for creatives. It can generate images and videos according to the prompt you provided. This platform was created back in 2022 by Victor Perez and Diego Rodriguez. Krea AI has two categories for its tools. So it has a generate and a edit category. And within these category or within the category of generate, you can generate an image, a video. You have the real time tool, which we'll get into later, and the 3D objects tool. Um, and then within the edit tab, you have enhancer, edit, video lip sync, and video restyle. For architects, Krea AI is user friendly. As you can see here in the home page, you have all your tools here. You could also access the different tools through this tab here. This one will give you the image generator, you have your video generator, your enhancer, your real time, your edit, and then also you could view your assets here, um, which I have to be signed in for that, but I'll show you guys when I do sign in. Um, so yeah, it is a user-friendly space. All uh, the tools are fairly easy to use. It could speed up the design process for us. It can generate different iterations of a previous project that you're working on or a new idea that you have. It could give you design inspiration, and like you can see here, there's multiple different tools that you could use here. Just a couple of the ones that I think are very useful for architects are the image, real time, 3D objects, enhancer, and edit. A couple of the cons here are that there is a certain amount of AI generations that you could do per day with the free account. And then just prompting the AI to do what you want it to do can get repetitive because you do have to kind of repeat the process when you generate these images, and sometimes it doesn't come out how exactly you really want it to come out. So you do have to go back in there and change a couple of things that you type in the prompt. Um, Here's an example that I did. I added a physical model image that I had from a previous studio, and this is just what it comes out with without prompting it to do anything or like playing with it at all. And this is the real time too. So with the real time too, I emphasize a couple points of the facade that I wanted to see within the generation, and I prompted it to generate this image down here. Um, so I'll go ahead and show you guys how to sign in or sign up. Since I already have an account, all I have to do is continue with Google and then choose an account. And that's it. You just, if you already have an account, you just click whichever account you want, and you should be able to log in. If you do hit this tab up here that says upgrade, it brings you to this page where you could see the pricing for each plan. So the basic one's $10, Pro is 35, and Max is 60. And then it kind of breaks down what each plan provides you with, or what perks you get with each plan, which is pretty informative. Um, just loading into the home page, this tool right here is actually the image tool. So you could prompt it to make, let's see, make a Game of Thrones castle, and hit generate. And as you can see here, it gives you a couple different images. So it's pretty useful. This could be used for inspiration, or just uh, getting ideas through. But yeah, it's a pretty useful tool. And then if you do want to just go back, just hit the home button. And then I wanted to show you guys the real time too, because I think this is probably the one of the better tools that Krea AI has. So I'll go into it. So for this, I'm going to remove what it already has here. And then if you do get a background and you don't want that background, you could always come here to canvas background. I always just change it to the white background just to give me a blank canvas. For this purpose, I'll insert a image here. I'll do this one. This is the Mario Bota Bianchi house, and you could just use these tabs to kind of make it bigger, move it around, and then this little bar here is for your how much AI you want to use. So if you max it out, it's a tank. For this purpose, we'll use low AI because I want to use the drawing too. I don't know why it's putting a person there, but we'll fix that. Okay. We'll put make this home look more modern. Just a simple task, and then of course up the AI. It's giving it some stairs. Okay, that's not a bad render. I guess I'll make this bigger here. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my screen here, but here we go. Okay, that's better. And we'll go ahead and make this slightly bigger. There we go. Okay. So if we want this home to look slightly modern, usually they do have glass facades. So something that I find pretty simple to do when you want to add glass is if you choose like a color blue and you go over here. Actually, let me make this paintbrush slightly smaller. And if you notice, instead of having like the color till its full effect, I have it, you scroll down or like move this bar down, it's kind of a translucent effect, and you could use that to kind of give it some glass, and you can see here it's giving it the glass. So we're adding glass, and we'll add glass here as well. Yeah, so it keeps the same shapes or the same voids that Mario Bota had intended for the house, and it just added some glass. And then I know Mario Bota has a red bridge coming across into the home, so maybe we could just add some red accents along the home just to give it kind of more of a modern look. So maybe just emphasize the openings or these voids here. Yeah, and then we'll do this side. Yeah, and that's how you use the real time tool. There's also like you could add shapes here. I'm not sure if what color it will give me, but I'll do a circle like somewhere right there, and you could always just move it around, maybe make it bigger. Oh, that one looks, yeah. So yeah, and then you could also play with this. So if you fully AI it, kind of looks like a different home. So just pay attention to the strength. Like if it's not producing what you wanted it to produce, maybe you could play around with the strength. Yeah, and that kind of is how you use the real time tool. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. There's also the eraser tool that you could use. I prefer not to use the eraser tool, what I like to do is I'll just go ahead and click on something if I don't want it there. And you could do that as well for like whatever you draw over the home. And that kind of is a little better than like using the eraser tool, at least for myself. I did want to show you guys also, if you go over to assets, um, for the 3D tool, if you like import a image of like I did a section for one of my projects, um, it could kind of make like a 3D model. Now it needs to be a better image than the one that I provided, and also like one of the cons is like the rotation is not as well um, designed, but yeah, you could do that. Here we go. Yeah, you can kind of see the section here. This was for office building that I did a section for, and you could kind of see the section kind of come to life. So I thought that was pretty cool. Obviously, it'd need to be a more detailed picture. You might get some headaches with this, so it could be used, but it's probably not going to be as effective. And then yeah, you could just click out. So just navigate through here. That's a pretty easy way to navigate, but it is user friendly, like I said. So you could access any of these tools through the home page. All right. Thank you.